Hey guys, we're gonna do something a little bit different today. Most of you guys don't really know this, but I actually do have a script that I have to read. Well, I don't have to read, but I do. But today I'm gonna go completely improv. First thing that pops in my head, I'm just gonna say it, and then you guys will be the beneficiaries of Matt Dersh's brain. Might not necessarily be a safe thing, but you'll find out. The survivors can let me know how it all went. Let me know if it was really as bad as you thought it was. But I think you all are really gonna love it. Cheerio, bless your face. Starting in 3, 2, 1, boom! So a man in Connecticut was recently arrested for posting his relationship with a 14-year-old girl on Facebook. He had announced that he was planning on marrying this girl and taking her off away from her parents and living with her and doing what married people do. I imagine someone looked at that and said, that's not a good idea. I mean, I know in maybe the 14th, 15th century that was cool, but time changed a little. Girls now have a minimum expiration date. Do not open until this date. So whether it's right or wrong or not, it's bad and illegal. Except for in South Carolina, you can have a 14-year-old girlfriend in the state of South Carolina. Do not ask me why I know that. Also in the news today, a man tried to rob a store with a syringe full of poison. That's right, one man, one syringe. Sounds like the name of a perverted internet video. I don't really know what this guy's plan was. Maybe he was gonna like stick the guard in the neck and be like, all right, everybody else, you need to chill. I've got one drop left and I'm not afraid to use it. What he didn't realize was after he was done with that one drop, everybody else in the bank was gonna come up and kick his. Asphalt seems like a very poorly constructed word. I want to meet the guy whose idea was to take a curse word and add the word fault to it and then make it a synonym for concrete, giving us the word asphalt. Have you ever had an asphalt? Pretty painful. The University of Baltimore is now offering a class in advanced zombie survival. Yes, you heard that right. You are now able to pay money in order to learn how to survive a zombie survival attack. That was really messed up. Then again, so are zombies survive. Zombie apocalypse. Ugh. I wonder if I'm ever gonna get this improv thing down. In my opinion, a zombie class that teaches me how to avoid them is a great idea to spend my money on because I'm totally going to be using that one day. And even if a zombie survival situation ever did have to happen, I'm not going to be thinking about what I learned in class. I'm going to be thinking, there's a shotgun right there. I'm alive. He wants to eat my brains. Doesn't take too much of a brain to figure out what to do. On the other hand, I kind of commend the staff at Baltimore. Zombies need to know that the academic world is against them too. Zombies, you are not welcome at our university. So we're going to teach a class on how to avoid you. We shun you away from all society. Now for the final question of the day. Is cheerleading a sport? Okay, girls, I just got your attention, right? This just seems to be a topic of conversation that always comes up among people, particularly cheerleaders. Because everybody's talking about what sport they play and what their sport is, what's your favorite sport. And now all the cheerleaders want to say that they play a sport too. They're jumping on the sport bandwagon. It's all about the identity. The cool kids play sports. Well, cheerleading is definitely an art, and it's definitely something that I cannot do. I would probably fall the wrong way and strain something and have to go to the hospital. And then I would get some sort of nasty nurse that touched me in inappropriate places. Now, I know a lot of cheerleaders from several different levels. I know the highest level, you know, who cheer for the professional team, professional football, professional basketball cheerleaders. I know a couple. All the way down to the little girls that are like 3 or 4 years old that cheer out on the football field for the high school team. Or, you know, sometimes they're for a pee-wee football team. You know, they go out there and sometimes the older cheerleaders will be like, and helping them out. Seems to me kind of a hazard though. I think the reason the older cheerleaders are out there with them is because when you're a 3-year-old, you tend to poop places you're not supposed to. And so the older cheerleaders go out there to prevent any field pooping. 3-year-olds tend not to be very discreet in their pooping location. Professional cheerleaders, on the other hand, know that. I doubt any professional cheerleader ever has a problem with pooping in inappropriate places, especially on the field. Though I may be wrong. I'll have to do some research on that. If you're a cheerleader, a professional one at that, and you know of someone who has pooped on the field, please let me know. But you don't have to say if it was you or not, because that would not make you quite as hot. So in conclusion, I would say that cheerleading is definitely, maybe, possibly not a sport that I would play, but a sport nonetheless. So cheerleaders, you're welcome. I just called your activity a sport. That's about it for today, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel on the side or whichever side. It's around here somewhere. If you're watching this on Facebook, you know, be sure to leave a comment or something cool. Try to see if you can even make it more random and awesome than this video. This has been another episode of Trash the TV. I'm your host, Matt. Now go trash something.